so sorry.
Will you smile at me?
I thought you looked interesting. Here's your drink.
Did I have a drink?
You should stop, please.
Whatever's happening to me is getting worse.
Do not come into contact with anyone until we can determine what it is we're dealing with.
Or the idea for the script, rather. The idea for the script came from I wanted to make a particular type of horror film, and I started thinking backwards, essentially, and I was like, well, I've seen a million of these types of films done. How would I do it, and how would I do it differently? So I kind of took it from where everyone else goes and tried to start it from the beginning of something, which, you know, involves this transformation. And, you know, for me, I think sex is very relatable to everyone, because everyone, even if you don't have sex, you understand sex and you know what sex is. Casting was pretty difficult. Almost the entire cast I had in mind. I kind of wrote the roles for the people in the film, but the role of Samantha, I had a couple of people in mind who weren't available, and we had several people turn us down because of the content of the script. It was a little too edgy for them. But I talked with my co-producer Matt Mercer, who's also one of the stars of the film. And he recommended Najara Townsend to me, and the moment she walked in the room, I knew she was the girl. Like, literally, she walked in the room. Yeah, it was really difficult. You know, special effects are never easy on a film because they take so much time to apply, and she was in makeup almost every day. And we only shot for 15 days. So I want to say like 85% of those days she was in makeup. So that was challenging in terms of scheduling, and she couldn't see through some of the makeup, and you know, so it was logistically it was challenging for sure, because, you know, you want to get the best performance, but you want the makeup to look good. So it was about finding that balance of what works for her and what works for me. So it was honestly one of the most challenging things to get certain performances through the makeup. So it was absolutely a challenge. Absolutely. I've just now started doing some comedy, and, you know, I'm looking into doing some more straight, serious dramas. You know, even if you look at my films, Madison County is drastically different from Roadside, which is drastically different from Contracted. All my films, I want to be different as much as possible, and show versatility as much as possible in myself as a storyteller. So I'm absolutely open to working in different genres, but I think even if I were to make a comedy, it would have a dead body or something somewhere in there. I think I just tend to lean towards the darker side of storytelling. With Madison County, yeah, it was my first movie, and I think when you're making your first movie in Hollywood, it's important to feel like you're starting somewhere, and I think a lot of filmmakers feel pressured to, you know, make something that feels inspired to them. You know, looking back at Madison County, there's a lot of things I wish I would have done differently in terms of standing out, which is why I did Contracted, because I wanted to do something completely unique that you know, not a lot of people had seen before. Future projects. Right now I have a film that's called Underneath. I think we're changing the title. It's written by a really talented writer named TJ Simfel, who's also writing Victor Garcia's next film, who's here with Gallows Hill. It's a very classic horror story that takes place in a mine where an accident goes wrong, and a rescue party goes down to find the miners. And when they get there, they're gone, and they realize that the miners have unearthed these demonic entities that are possessing people to try and reach the surface. And it's a very classic horror story in the vein of The Exorcist or The Thing, and it's so well written, and I'm excited to get started on that. And I also have a few things, you know, that I'm writing as well, that I'm directing. You know, Madison County 2 is an option that we're exploring, and I have a couple of other projects that are too soon to talk about right now. Scream. Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time. I'm Eric England, the writer and director of Contracted, and you're watching this interview on TerrorWeekend.com.
Look at you. Single girl tonight. Come on, shots.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Yes.
Might as well look elsewhere, my friend. She is no longer interested in what our kind have to offer.
I'm so sorry.
Will you spy on me?
I thought you looked interesting. Here's your drink.
Did I have a drink?
You should stop, please. I slept in pretty late this morning. You feeling okay?
Don't even start with that.
I ask because I care.
What seems to be the problem?
Something's wrong.
Are you sexually active? Are you using protection?
Your hair.
Whatever's happening to me is getting worse.
Do not come into contact with anyone until we can determine what it is we're dealing with.
You were right. There's something wrong with me. Get out of my house now. Help me. What are you doing to yourself?
You think I did this?
Samantha, tell us what's wrong.
What is it? What the fuck is wrong with you? We can get you through this together.
Fine.
Ma'am, stay where you are.
Come to me. You're gonna be okay.